On today's Toy Spot, we are going to be having a look at the NECA Real Toys Hellraiser Series 1. We're looking at the Cenobite known as Chatterer. Chatterer's always been one of my favorite Cenobites, of course, next to Pinhead, but it comes from Series 1 of Hellraiser. You can collect all 6 pieces, collect all 6 figures, and create your own puzzle box. As we progress through these videos, I'm going to get these pieces put together, and I will have my own puzzle box. I do already have a puzzle box, but we're definitely going to get one put together so you guys can see what it looks like. Top of the package features a very cool picture of Chatterer. I always have loved the design of the character. The chattering teeth. Very creepy. On the back of the package, other figures that you can see down below. We've got Chatterer, we got twins. Of course, I can't remember all their names. We've got, of course, the Chatter Beast. I think that's Stitch. And I believe that's, I want to say CD Guy. I think his name is Disc or something like that. No names, of course, they put down below, but of course we'll get into this as we review the other figures. I've got them. Don't worry. They're coming. They're coming. The read-up on Chatterer says, Hell's second lieutenant to Pinhead. You see, he's important. He's right up there. The angel of suffering, a child of misery who sought redemption from the Lament configuration and only found the indulgence of pain. His solitude and misery forever accompanied by the echoes of the sound of his chattering teeth. Oh, what a cool read-up. Awesome. Also as well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's several images here of the pieces, the sides to the puzzle box that you can put together. Very cool though. Anyways, that is packaging. What we're going to do, as we always do, we're going to get this opened up. We will have a look at the piece of the puzzle box that comes with Chatterer, and of course we're going to look at the figure. So there's more on the way, guys. Don't go anywhere. If you know what's good for you, stay tuned. And the Chatterer comes with another piece to the puzzle box. So far, no instructions, I might add. There's 0 instructions for actually how do you put these pieces together. I would imagine it's not very complicated, but certainly we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out, guys, don't worry. But we have now 2 pieces of the puzzle box. Got 4 figures left, and eventually we're going to put them together. So just give you a rough idea. That's basically what you're going to be looking at. So that is the piece of the puzzle box that he comes with. Not too bad. Not too bad. The other thing that he comes with, and it was a bit of a disappointment to me, was he comes with his chains. Chatterer's chains. Taking it out of the package, unfortunately broke. It broke the piece. The reason why, if I can bring your attention to this, is the chain was looped through this piece of plastic. Well, unfortunately, the hooks are larger than the holes, so simply just trying to unravel it, pulling it through the hole, I'd actually rip it a couple of times to get the piece out. And, well, let me show you what happened with one piece. The chain broke off, the link, which I could probably just easily patch back up. And then on the other chain, the main chain, the hook was broken off as well. This hook's still fine, as you can see. This hook, not so much. Still got a workable chain, just not as cool. And as I mentioned, probably due to age and the fact that the plastic was brittle to start off with, these pieces are extremely fragile, as you can see by this broken hook. You can certainly have him holding the chain. I'm alright with really the idea that he doesn't have to have the chain. If you really want to have him holding it, you can. You really can. You can have him holding it. I'm going to put the chains aside. Oh, also it's neat too that they are real chains. They're not plastic or anything like that. Certainly if they were plastic, the chains would have broken a lot easier too. But they are actual chains. Putting that aside, let's move in the camera here. Show you guys a close-up on Chatterer's face. Very disgusting, very creepy, but so cool. This is also probably the part you seldom see on the back of Chatterer. You don't see the exposed head. Very cool because the hooks, he's got these hooks running to his mouth that actually have stretched the mouth open, and so much so that it has actually started to separate the back of his head as well. You can see the flap of his suit that was up on here, but I guess the strain. Very disgusting though, isn't it? I love it. Just give you guys a turn around here. Obviously it looks like Chatter's got no eyes whatsoever, but you know he's coming by the noise that he makes. Very, very cool. His suit, of course, as a Cenobite, is very similar to Hellraiser, or to Pinhead. A mild variation. You can see the stitch work, and the suits have always been really, really cool. I mean, really, the Hellraiser Cenobite suits, for an older movie, they're actually quite nice. I mean, they spent a lot of work putting these suits together. Now, unlike, I would say, like, the Chatterer's suit is a little dirtier. He's got a little more going on his suit than Pinhead does. But he is very cool, though. I love the design of this character. And the figure, I think, it does a pretty good job of recreating the design of the character. In the way of his articulation, maybe what we'll do is we'll zoom in again so you guys can get a better look at the face. Chatterer's head can rotate left and right. Being that it's an older figure, it's not going to go up and down, but you can still get the left and right movement. These shoulders can rotate all the way around. You can also see a bit of his flesh underneath. This looks to be a soft rubber. Likely, if you wanted to, you could just take it off. I don't know why you would. Maybe you're into Cenobite chest, I don't know. You can rotate the forearm. You can rotate at the hand. The hands I find are a little harder just because they're of a rubber, that they're not the easiest to rotate. He has no waist articulation, which shares the same with Pinhead. If I zoom back the camera though. The legs, however, can swivel back and forth. Swivel back and forth. You can bend at the knees, and also you can bend at the foot. I have one slight problem with the figure, and that's the fact that he doesn't have a waist swivel, but he's also got this really weird pre-sculpted leg. As you can see, one leg is straight, which is fine. No problems there, right? But he does have this other leg, and this leg is just permanently bent. It means that he either has this leaning forward pose, or you have to kind of, you kind of have to finagle. There I go, using the word finagle. You kind of have to finagle this weird, awkward pose. To get his leg to stand straight, his leg kind of has to lean to the one side, and it looks like he's got to go to the bathroom. If you lean it forward, more accurately, he's permanently in this hunch position. It doesn't really work, I find, with the figure. I think to get the figure just right is probably about like that. And even then, it does look awkward on the figure. And that's really the only strike I could give it, because aside from that, it is still an awesome, awesome figure. I just really wish the leg wasn't posed like that. It just makes him standing, first of all, very difficult. But I guess having the chain in his hand, it does look like he's lunging forward. Chatterer, let's zoom back in. Chatterer, if I can give him any sort of grade, despite the fact he's got this really awkward bent leg, Chatterer, I'm going to give a 6.52. A great face, sadly ruined a bit by the bent pre-posed leg. But still one of my favorite Cenobites of all the Cenobites. We've got the Chatterer. Today's Toy Spot, we were looking at Series 1 Hellraiser figures. We finished Pinhead. We looked at Chatterer. We've got 2 pieces of the puzzle box. We got 4 figures left. My way of thinking is this: we've got 4 more fun reviews. So I thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Chatterer here. Also, maybe let me know what your favorite Cenobite has been. I'm going to throw that on this video as well. A little bit of a question, an activity segment, if you will. Let me know down below, what is your favorite Cenobite? So I'll go wrap this up here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys then.